The Henri Konan Bedie toll bridge, named after Cote d'Ivoire's former leader who was ousted from power in 1999, is the focal point of the country's reconstruction project. With me now is His Excellency Mr. Prime Minister and Minister of Economy and Finance, Mr. Daniel Kablan Duncan. What does this project mean for Cote d'Ivoire?
For those who know Abidjan, which is the economic capital of Cote d'Ivoire, we have two bridges. One called Félix Houphouët-Boigny, built in 1954, and the second called Charles de Gaulle, was built in 1967. And these two bridges links the northern part of Abidjan to the southern part of Abidjan. And the southern part of Abidjan, you have the port of Abidjan and also the airport of Abidjan. So these links are really important, not only for Cote d'Ivoire, but also for the sub-region. But we have about more than 200,000 vehicles crossing the two bridges each day. So, well, it's not sufficient to have two bridges. That's why we need a third bridge.
This project was developed even through times of conflict. What have been the challenges?
Cote d'Ivoire was a stable country from 1960, the year of the independence, to, let's say, 1999, when we had a military coup. And we have the election in October 2010. But since then, we have some difficulties because the former president wouldn't like to quit. And well, finally, we obtained President Ouattara to come into office in, let's say, April 2011. This project was in mind since the mid-90s. It is 1.5 kilometers over the lagoon and more than 5.7 kilometers of roads linking the bridge and the other part of the city of Abidjan. So it was a challenge because we have to come back again with private managed projects. And the amount also is important. It was about 269 million euros. And because of the situation, it was difficult to have a BOT, Build, Own and Transfer project, as it was mentioned before. So the government had to take part of it. That's the reason why it's a PPP.
What were the social and environmental impacts of the project?
It was 6.7 kilometers of works to be done. And so we had to move some people there. And in 1998, the government paid $10 million to compensate the people who have to move out. But still, because of the difficult situation in Cote d'Ivoire, the bridge was not built. And well, we have to do it again. But the people went back to the place. So we have to move them out again and also to pay back again. But we have to do it in a short period of 3 months. And we'll finish it in December 22nd of next year. That's really important because apart from the bridge, we'll have an entire change, the 3-level platform in the center of Abidjan.
The bridge is part of the country's reconstruction project. How is it bolstering the country's economy?
Job creation, partnership with the private sector, but also opening of possibility for other PPP in Cote d'Ivoire.
And in terms of the opportunities for investors?
There is some possibility for the future, not only for the construction firms, but also for the financial institutions. That, for example, when we met in Paris in December of last year, the World Bank, through the IFC and MIGA, decided to finance $700 million in Cote d'Ivoire for 5 years. Just 2 years after, we have already used this money, and they have decided to double the amount for the future. So, well, there are more and more investments in Cote d'Ivoire.
And finally, how do you see the country developing?
The economic development is on the way. After the crisis, last year in 2012, GDP increased by 9.8%. This year will reach 9% in 2013. but we hope that we'll reach a double-digit growth by next year in 2014. But the main ambition of the president is, to turn this country into an emerging market by 2020 is within, let's say, 7 years. It's not a long way. But we can achieve it because there is very important possibilities in Cote d'Ivoire. In the agriculture sector, for instance, you know maybe that Cote d'Ivoire is the world largest producer of cocoa. We used to produce chocolate, of course. And we have the world largest exporter of cashew nut, for instance. And we do produce, of course, pineapple, bananas, and so on. But one of the other sector which is important for the growth is the mining and the oil sector. We find iron ore in the western part of Cote d'Ivoire, or we have 4 billion tons of iron ore. We have oil in the deep sea in Cote d'Ivoire. We produce gas also. We used to produce electricity in Cote d'Ivoire. I mentioned already the Azito thermal power plant. But also we have found a new mineral called scandium. I don't know if you know what is scandium. It is used on the aerospace sector. And we have been told that we have the biggest deposit in Cote d'Ivoire. So we have some possibilities in this area. Also, we are trying to improve the sector of the services, like the ports, the Aero City. It's a $2 billion project that can help Abidjan to be the hub of this evolution.
Mr. Prime Minister, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you again. Thank you.